Hi there. They are going in and I am going out. It's a really nice Saturday evening in Sweden and I am cooking. I'm really tired because I have been into town nearly all day doing things to prepare Christmas, as parents do. And I came home and my husband went away to go to the store and get some of the food that we missed. And our kids, they have been out making a fire. Good morning, Jennifer, from Sweden by evening. It's past 5 o'clock in the evening in Sweden and it's all dark since an hour ago or so. And the kids have been making lots of fires today. I bet it's been like burning since maybe 10 o'clock in the morning or so. And this is like their job. We are renovating the house and we have lots of materials on the upper floor, and our workers, they have a vacation now over Christmas, so they gave the kids as work to to burn up the materials that they don't want and or have a use for. So that's what they do. This is the back yard of our house and how it looks like when it's dark. And I have so many things to tell you about the old house that we have. I have had so interesting conversations. Excuse me, vad vill ni? There was nothing. About wallpapers today, because we have found in 2 rooms on the upper floor very old, do you say Jugend wallpaper? It's really beautiful, and I wanted to know more about it and what kind of year it was made and so. And I got in contact with a guy who makes like old wallpapers. So I am going to collect pieces of it, and hopefully I can send it to him, and maybe he can print a new one for me. That would be so exciting for one of the small rooms maybe. I have to check very careful here where I am putting my feet, because the kids have things all over the ground here. Today I am cooking, as I said, and I harvested yesterday. Let's start with that. I harvested onions, and I mixed the names up, and I got so angry with myself after I realized it. I didn't harvest the spring onions. I harvested the Welsh onion, and I hope you didn't miss that, because I tried to make it as clear as possible in the title after my live stream. So it could be. But today I am going to prepare a soup with the rest of the Jerusalem artichokes that I harvested the other day. I didn't tell you really what I did with the Jerusalem artichokes, but every Thursday we have we have pancakes, and I love to put like small pieces of Jerusalem artichokes into the pancakes. It's super tasty, and you can do this with potatoes also. It's a Swedish dish called raggmunk. And so this is just a variety of raggmunk that I do, but with Jerusalem artichokes. And I had a few artichokes left, and I now boil them in water with potatoes, and I'm going to put in some leek. But I didn't have any leek indoors, so I have to go out in my polytunnel to harvest it. And I have to be honest, I completely forgot today that I am that I'm doing this harvest calendar, so I had to rush out and say to the kids, you take care of the little one and I go out harvest, and where's the torch and everything. But well, we are okay now, and we are doing this. and I'm just going to open the greenhouse. It's no use really for me to like turn the camera and show you how it looks like in the polytunnel because it's very dark. It's so mild in Sweden still. We don't have any like degrees, frozen degrees below 0 to expect the next coming 10 days. So it's very mild, and I love the smell in the polytunnel by this time of year when it's cold but not too cold. And just to come here after a busy day, you know, it's sort of a break, even if I'm talking all the time, but my brain is working and thinking, and I right now when I say this, I think about two things. One, what is here to eat, and I can spot the carrots, I can spot the leek, I have leafy greens, and I know that in my clump is still the root celeriac and beetroots and everything. And I also have chard over here. So there's lots of things. And I have just written an article in Swedish for my Swedish members at the membership site at sarahbackmo.se, and about my work in the polytunnel, or thoughts from the polytunnel in December. And what I'm going to do now when I am free over Christmas is I'm going to make lots of sowings, summer flowers, and also vegetables, and I am so much looking forward to it. Well, my friend, I have lots of leek in my polytunnel. I have leek in 3 different places, and I sort of made a plan for myself in how I am going to harvest it and when. So, hello from Turkey! My God! I'm so grateful that you all watch this. Yeah, it makes me really happy. Okay, so I have 3 places with the leek, and I decided to harvest each and every in like in an order. Do you say that? 1, 2, 3. So this is my number 1 place harvesting leek, and I choose this place to harvest first because it will sort of empty the space in a good way so that I can fill up with new sowings in just a short while. So let me just light up the place and show you. I wear like no non-working pants today. I felt really good looking when going to town today because I left my like working clothes at home, and it was quite a long time ago since I dressed up because this fall I have not been doing any like speeches, public speeches about my garden. I have stayed home and taking a break from the speaking thing, and so I have no like use for dressing up. It's a bit ridiculous, sorry to bother you with that, but anyhow, I will try not to get too dirty and turn the camera here for you. Hang on. Okay, so here's the leek, and it stands just beside my corn salad. I found a slug out in the main kitchen garden yesterday, like this brown Spanish slug that will eat pretty much anything. So I look quite careful whenever I come here because I want to kill them if I see them. Right, so I have transplanted the leek in clusters, and the leeks have been growing out in the garden. So I bring them here into the polytunnel, and I put them in like clusters with 3 or 4 leeks. Here you can see. And then I harvest one of the cluster first, leek by leek, if that is what I wish. And it's a bit tricky to show you here, but the leek's not looking too good, right? The leaves are quite damaged and so on. But check this. This makes me so exciting. And I can't help feeling that if people only knew what you can achieve in your garden, I mean, the thing is really to make the sowings and to find ways to like protecting the vegetables and to keep the vegetables. And then you can have this lovely, lovely food to eat all winter. I don't know if I have to remove some more. It's tricky to do this with one hand. I will try to. Yeah. I'll be back in just a short while. I will try to do this quite quick. Whoops. I said in a video, must have been months ago, that in summertime, I think, that when I grew up, there was this funny guy, Kurt Olsson, a comedian in Swedish. He's no longer alive, I think. He made funny things, and most often he did plenty of things at the same times, and nothing was okay, really. And I sometimes feels like Kurt Olsson when I'm doing things in my garden and try to document it live on YouTube. Anyhow, it's tricky to show you the leek, but it's here, and I have grown it, and it will be perfect in my soup. And well, I mean, it doesn't have to be more complicated than this, really, to grow vegetables to harvest in the middle of winter in Sweden. And this leek will be absolutely okay in January and February too. It will be a bit more damaged. So and some of the leeks may rotten, but then it's important to have even more to go for. I will just show you what I have over here. I'm sorry, it will not be very long today. But here I have this huge container where I have put lots of leek. It doesn't look really as if I have chosen the best variety to overwinter because it's a bit damaged. But maybe I'll just eat this bucket after I finished the area where I took the other leek from. Leek is one of the easiest vegetable to overwinter, I would say. But only if you choose the right variety. If you choose like the summer varieties, you might be surprised and a bit angry too. I will just try to close the door. Yep. Maybe I'll try to do a harvest calendar in summertime, where you can actually see me in the garden. Wouldn't that be nice? Or I'll do a series of videos, harvesting by night. Well, I will leave you now and go in to make my soup for the kids. They are not very exciting about the soup tonight. But I am very careful when I and we plan the food, me and my husband, that we don't like choose what to eat from what the kids like only. So there will be a few dishes every week that we think that we need to eat, and they need to get used to eating things, that they don't quite like all the time. And it's the same with me. I don't like sausage, for example. I like some sausage, but I don't like the original Swedish falukorv. It's a traditional Swedish sausage. Don't like it, but I sometimes eat it, and you have to learn doing that too. If you're going to survive, I think. I will go to the house and let you see by the window our Christmas tree as a small greeting from our family. Christine, I have lots of headlamps, but it was too difficult for me to find it because I was a bit in a hurry, so I took, the lamp that's going to sit in front of a bike. Everything is very messy in our house because we have this huge renovation going on. So we actually live 6 people on our floor. Basically, some of us sleep upstairs, but we can't spend the day there. So the kids have all their toys and we have all the clothes, and it's very it's sometimes frustrating, and in the middle of everything we are going to celebrate Christmas. But we said that this year we will do no cleaning. We will only focusing on food and like a Christmas tree and candy and having a nice time, because otherwise we will be so tired so we can't enjoy it. And it's important to enjoy this weekend and to celebrate with the kids in a nice family way. Well, my friends, I will go and bring in the leek. Have a really nice evening or morning or whatever, wherever you are. And thank you all for watching. And see all of you at sarahbackmo.com to read more from my garden, Sarah's Kitchen Garden in Sweden. Bye bye.